Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and I bought a new sports car. So if you've followed the channel, we sold the McLaren 570S. The last video I just made is I sold my daily driver, the Audi S8, and we're buying two cars. So we're buying a sports car and a daily driver. So I'm going to give you some hints for both, and I want you to leave a comment below. What do you think the sports car is, and what do you think the new daily driver is going to be? The new daily driver, as the time I'm filming this, I haven't picked up yet, but I'm negotiating on a car, and that'll be revealed as soon as I get it. The new sports car is right there. I can see it from here, and it's awesome. And one of the hints is it's a cool color, the sports car. So if you follow the channel, you kind of know what colors I like, what colors I don't like. So what I wanted to do when I sold the McLaren, and I did a video of why I sold the McLaren, so we don't have to get into that here. You can just watch that video. You know, cars like you know, the BMW 1 Series M, the NSX, those are like keeper cars for me, and some of the other ones, obviously the other ones too. And I kind of want to keep them nice. So I wanted to buy a sports car here that I could drive. I do weekend drives with my friends up in the mountains, up in the hills. And I wanted to buy a car that wasn't, I didn't have to worry about like if it got a scratch on it or something that I could really enjoy. So I wanted moderate performance, but I wanted an old school manual transmission. So I don't want a brand new car, even with the manual, because let the first owner take the depreciation. I didn't want too old of a car where it'd be hard to get parts or hard to fix or hard to work on or something like that. So I wanted, the most thing I wanted, a manual fun to drive car that I could keep for a long time. So because I had some play in from selling the McLaren before all this stuff happened, I wanted to get exactly what I wanted. So if I found my dream car and it was red and I wanted black or something like that, I would wait till my exact spec came up. So it was funny, I was talking to my little one, my daughter, and she said, "Daddy, I think you should get this type of car." I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, you know. That's a car I definitely want to have, or maybe I've even owned it before. And she kind of told me like what color she wanted and that kind of stuff. And literally I did a search online and I found it. And not only did I find it, it was only 100 miles from my house. So that's all I needed to hear. That was meant to be. And I went out and got it, and it's right there, but it's not on camera, so you can't see it. So what do you guys think it is? So here I'm going to give you some hints. Manual transmission, rear drive, a car that comes in a cool color or is available in a cool color, and not brand new and not too old either. So I would say it's less than 10 years old, but not brand new. So it's at least a couple years old, anywhere from let's say 3 to 10 years old, manual transmission, fun to drive, and just a car that's a sports car that, now I bought this car used, but it was always my dream to walk into a showroom and see that car and say, I want that car. And even though with all the showrooms being closed and buying online, I achieved most of that. They drove it out of the showroom for me to take it, because now everything is touchless and everything. But let me tell you something. This new car I got, you guys are going to love, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite cars I've ever owned, maybe even my favorite car I've ever owned. And I've only had it for a couple days, but I've already put like 500 miles on it. And it's just phenomenal, and I plan to keep this car a long time. So we'll be able to track this car, you know, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, running costs, and all that great stuff. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your guess below. You're going to leave 2 guesses. Now that's the sports car. So now I'm going to give you the daily driver. So what I didn't like about the S8 was a high running cost. So the daily driver is going to be new, and I'm going to lease it. So I already have fixed depreciation and pretty much fixed running costs, because I know the tires and brakes will allow us a certain mileage. I can even get free maintenance or negotiated in maintenance paid up front. So I can really keep my costs, and the cost should be about half of the S8, because the S8 had depreciation, big expensive repairs. It's got to be a 4-door, but I want it to be a sports sedan, so it's got to be all-wheel drive. So here's the hints for the daily driver. And I haven't pulled the trigger yet. There's one car I'm trying to get, and again, because I have a little time, because I'm working from home now with everything going on, so I probably have a couple weeks or 30 days before we actually go back to the office. So I want it to be a sports sedan, so handling, I don't want it to be as big as the S8, so it's not going to be a 7 Series or an S-Class or anything like that. I want it to be fun to drive. And it's really just going to be for work and the family, so it's got to be 4 doors, it's got to be all-wheel drive. And I have a review of it on this channel, let's put it that way. It was a new car when I reviewed it, and this channel's been around for 3 years, and whatever version I get of that car is going to be new. And I really, really love that car. And I even said in the video. If I could trade my S8 straight up for this car, I would. That's how much I liked it. So that's the daily driver I'm going with. So leave a guess below on the sports car and the daily driver. And they're going to be revealed shortly. The sports car will probably be revealed in the next video, and then the daily driver maybe a week or so from now when I get it. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because you're not going to want to miss those videos. Thanks a lot, and I will see you next time.